Safe. My name is Nodra Enoka. By name is of Yatunga Ben.
I'm called Nachito Winfrey.
I just went looking where to stay. I failed. Then I got my friends. They were on the street, but they used to sleep in pipes, water pipes.
When I was with my father, I have many problems, which I left our home and I go to the street.
Where I was looking for jobs. Even I failed because I was very dirty. No one could even give me a job. I went back to street collecting scraps.
I used to live with my grandmom when I was still young. Right now I don't know my mom, but I just know my dad. My mom left me.
Don't cry. Just be strong.
Be strong. When I was on the street, really I didn't have food. We had to sleep, even clothes. You know, life on the street. People were looking for us, want to beat us. But as we were still young,
I'm Leo Stollwitzer. I'm a university lecturer in Vienna, Austria, and together with my wife Gudrun, we started the initiative Hope for Ugandan Lives, the acronym HOPEFUL, which you will see later in the insert. When we were faced with the problem of street children in Kampala, we met two gentlemen who introduced us to the problem, and we were pretty much shocked when we saw how these kids were living in the streets with all the problems that came with that, illnesses, malaria. They were stealing in the streets, and when I came back I talked to my wife and I said we got to do something about that.
Do you go to school?
No.
Do you have parents?
No.
What happened to the parents? Everyone came alone. Everyone came alone, they found themselves here. So what do you do to get food? They go in the villages and they steal avocados, jackfruits. They also steal spare parts and sell them so that they can get money. If they get them, they beat them up. Some they take them to the prison. But where they are sleeping is very smelly. I think they.
My wife had the great idea to rent a house and where we could put up the kids, and then afterwards the biggest challenge was to put the kids to school. And this is really what we have been doing for the last 5 years. Where do we get the money, you may ask? Well, that was the biggest problem at the beginning, and we had no idea actually. But we just reached out to our friends, to our many friends, colleagues from work, people who we've been sharing all our experiences from Africa, and believe it or not, we couldn't believe it, they have been helping us, they have supported us for almost 5 years now. Yes, we do get some small funds from institutions, but I would say the overall amount is coming from really our closest circle of friends.
Do you know Leo?
yeah, I
Okay.
know.
I'm from The same country.
Okay.
I'm from Austria too.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah. Come in.
You're welcome.
I also want to mention that we have a excellent colleague and friend on the ground in Kampala when we are not there. Her name is Marinka. She's a very successful businesswoman, and without Marinka, without her oversight on the ground, without her day-to-day managing of the orphanage and of our street children home, we couldn't do that. She oversees the funds, she distributes the funds, she makes sure that every dollar, every euro that we get arrives at the children, that none is lost on the way. So we are really, I think, very lucky and fortunate to have a very responsible person who is a very tough person when it comes to funds and to controlling, to help us make this a successful organization.
Hi, I'm Alice, and this is our kitchen as Hopeful International Uganda, and these are some of the things we use in the kitchen. Here we go to the rooms. This is my bed, and this is my Bible. I love you so much. And this is Barbara's bed, Shamira, Fabi, Winnie, Sharon, here Chirunji and Winnie. Yeah. This is the bathroom. Yeah, the toilet, everything is nice. These are our clothes, our shoes, together as girls. Here is the balcony. Those are all the states. Everything is nice here. We have a nice view. Yeah. We live in a house. This is the room to the matron's house. And these are the boys' rooms.
So you may ask, what is our dream? What are we trying to achieve? I think it's really simple. We don't want to change Africa. Well, we cannot change Africa. We cannot even change Uganda. This is up to sort of macroeconomic forces and politics, really. But we're just trying to pick a few dozen kids off the streets, make sure they don't die in the street. We put them into a house, we feed them, we give them 3 meals a day, and we give them an education. That is really our biggest dream, and I think it's a simple dream, and I think it's a dream we have achieved in the past and we will continue to dream of. Putting these kids in schools, giving them education, getting them to learn to read, write, speak proper English, and that is something you cannot take from them. That is something that does not go away anymore. It will stay with them. And once these kids graduate from school, they go on. We will try to help them to get a vocational training. Maybe 1 or 2 of the kids will even go on to university, and they will become multipliers. They themselves will then go out and help other kids getting an education. I think this is a very simple goal. I think it's a realistic goal. And for us, we think we can leave a small humanitarian footprint by doing that. We're not dreamers. We're not out, to convert people. We're just out to give the kids that we meet, the kids that we can help, an education. And that's, I think, a very valuable goal and a very realistic goal.
I'm Kamlega Nassif.